That's inside for a ball, 1-0. Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, I think the keys to winning today's game, let's focus on the offense. They have to hunt the fastball. They cannot miss it. You can't allow yourself to get deep in the count and have to deal with off-speed stuff exploding out of the zone. You get 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, what I like to refer to as count leverage. You have to find a way to move traffic with the heater.
Career head-to-head meetings with Johnny Cueto. The pitcher's owned him. He's a paltry 1 for 11. Full count now, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Now a pitch swung on and hit on the ground to Longoria at third. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman,
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A fastball down near the shoe tops. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. The 1-2. Took something off there, but this is hit well anyway, out to deep center. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. Here comes the first pitch. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. A wave and a miss.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. A guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great cutter two-seamer combo.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. Next to bat for the Giants, Evan Longoria. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Fly ball out to straightaway right, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop Brandon Crawford. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Giants down. So in now for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Blanco going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up defensively. And behind the plate, world champion, former MVP, former Rookie of the Year, he's done it all. Buster Posey. Buster is in full command of this pitching staff.
The next Cub up, Addison Russell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. The 1-1 home. Skied into straightaway right. McCutchen on the move. He's got it, and there are two down now. Stepping up to the plate, Wilson Contreras. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Bottom of the second here with no score. And that's in there, 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
Second baseman.
Here's Javier Baez. Career head-to-head meetings with Johnny Cueto. He's hitless in 6 tries. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Crawford fields it cleanly. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Wrigley Field. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Hunter Pence digs in to get things started. A bouncer up the middle. Russell has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. And now the Giants pitcher, Johnny Cueto. Here's a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
So he sets him down swinging. Johnny Cueto is out number 2 here in the 3rd inning.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Grounder down the line at 3rd. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the 3rd base line. You don't see that happen too often. A lot of things have to go right. And with the 3rd baseman playing off the line, whew, that's a nice job of hitting right there.
That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Here comes the 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base, find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3. Hit on the ground to 3rd. Throw on to first, and the Giants will be turned away here as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Here's Jason Hayward now. Career head-to-head meetings with Johnny Cueto. He's got 5 base hits in 20 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. He pulls this one into right, and that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
Hey, right here, anytime the leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure it won't.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Yu Darvish. A textbook sack bunt situation here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he's squaring around here, but he can't connect. 1 strike.
He doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach right here. That sack bunt is definitely staying on.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
The right fielder, number 18.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Ben Zobrist. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. Changeup in for a strike.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd. Foul. The 0-2 once more. Misses for ball 1. Try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Hayward stands at second with 2 gone.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Darvish pauses. Here's the 0-1. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Liner towards second. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Brandon Belt is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. And this one's in the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And costly as the runner will move into scoring position now. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. There you see Evan Longoria waiting next. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Schwarber on the move. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So in now for San Francisco, Evan Longoria. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. The 1-0. A ball and a strike now. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. 2 balls and a strike to Longoria. And treading carefully with Longoria here. It's 3-1 now. Now a swing and a miss as he was trying to flick that one the other way, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher, you could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it. Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
He was not messing around in that at-bat, looking for a first pitch fastball all the way, and that's exactly what he got. Nice job to rip it down the line and drive in a run at the same time. He'll feel good about that one.
Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And here's a swing and a miss that time by Pence as he falls behind here, 0-2.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with a base.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. The throw to the plate. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Boy, D-Rose, so close to getting the strikeout there. Needed to make one more pitch and didn't throw a good enough breaking ball there with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's what you pray for from an offensive standpoint.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Giants 2 and the Cubs nothing. Riding in once again, Anthony Rizzo. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Ready for another chance? Kyle Schwarber comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Now the 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Addison Russell is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Locks him up for strike 3. Here's Addison Russell. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Russell is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Belt has a play, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 2-0. Digging in and looking for more, Gregor Blanco. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish. 1-0 the count. Here's a ball hit softly down to third. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. He'll get it into second. And the Giants are in business here on the leadoff double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Flipped out the other way towards short. And this will be flagged down easily for the first out of the inning. Here's Buster Posey now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And that gets him on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1 left for. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Missed with a slider. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. No runs, just one hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0. Baez makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. And the pitch on 2-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Here's Jason Hayward now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here comes the first pitch. Drilled right back up the middle, and Hayward has a base hit. So worst case scenario, a 2-out base hit, and the pitcher will not lead off next inning.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen. But sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Standing in now, Yu Darvish. No balls and 1 strike. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down. Short hop, but he's out. Great play to pick the throw and slap the tag on him to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Number 9, Brandon Belt.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Swinging a ground ball to third. Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
Now batting.
It is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. On the ground to third. On to first, and a sigh of relief as Longoria's retired easily for the second out. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. Tommy La Stella is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Tommy La Stella.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. He'll enter play at .313. 1 home run and 5 driven in. count now, a ball and a strike. So 1-1 home. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's out number 1.
The batter.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. It's been an for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
And that's the 2nd out.
Now batting. Third baseman.
Ready for another shot now. Chris Bryant. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this 2-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very...
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Cubs are down in order. They trade. Carl Edwards Jr. is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 6.
Digging in and looking for more, Hunter Pence. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. Hit back up the middle. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The batter. Catcher.
Ready once again, Johnny Cueto. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. There's a strike.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Johnny Cueto goes down for out number 2 in the top half. So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ripped down the first base line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Well, that's just the case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of it.
On the ground, a second for Baez. Throw will go to Russell covering at second, and the inning is over. The next hub up, Anthony Rizzo. He'll lead it off against Johnny Cueto.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
0-1 the count. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. Into the bleachers and gone. Solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and that'll put the Cubs on the board. It's now a 2-1 lead.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. And Cueto starts him out with strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Line toward the gap in left center. Pence arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Into the box now, Addison Russell. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Got to think our man behind the plate thought twice about that one. About as close as it gets.
Line hard toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season. Well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 home. And it's fouled away. Russell, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out. On to first, and they get the double play. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony. Here's Buster Posey now. He'll start us off in the 8th. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. The 0-1 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Missed with a slider. Now a swing and a miss, and McCutchen is set down for route number 1. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many breaking ball ambushes in the game. He had to know that pitch was coming.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Oh, I love facing pitchers like this. He's leaving nothing to the imagination. Coming to get him some.
The next 0-2. And he takes a look at strike 3 called. And that's as important as they come there. 2 big outs now. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, he's hitless in 6 tries. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. Posey at second. Belt on at first with 2 down. And it's 1-1.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Crawford.
I think if he executes that pitch on it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Giants leave a couple. They lead. Leading off the inning, Javier Baez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here comes the 1-0. High in the air out towards shallow right. Catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out.
Up next for the Cubs.
And now Boch is going to make his way out toward home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Corey Guerin will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Kelby Tomlinson is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Comes set with the 0-1. A tough sinker on the inside corner.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. Swinging a soft liner. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
The right fielder, Mike King, and Zobrist.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the changeup is way low that time.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
1-1 the count now. A runner on first with 2 away. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Here's Chris Bryant now as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Grounded to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Hunter Pence. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, batting .500, 5 for 10. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Hayward. Gone to lead off the inning.
The bullpen is going to have to take care of business in the bottom half of this inning. But they're going to be able to throw a lot freer that they've got that extra run to play with. Insurance runs are always huge.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. He comes in at 262 on the year. 1 home run and 3 driven in. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Mike Montgomery enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. Gregor Blanco stands in as he looks at a called strike. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman.
Here's Joe Panik. His head-to-head history with Montgomery. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Grounded back up the middle. Russell's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 for the Giants. Tony Watson takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite them.
And that is the start they were looking for, down by 2, as that misses for ball 4.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Kyle Schwarber. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. Here's the first pitch to him. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Rizzo aboard here at first with nobody out. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And as a closer, a wild pitch is the last thing you want to do. His job was to finish this thing off, and he just made his job a lot more difficult. We'll see if he can get dialed in again here on the next pitch.
The 1-2 locks him up for strike 3. Here's Addison Russell. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Addison Russell.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 misses for the second ball. Bullet back up the middle. Blanco is there, 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting, the pitcher, Mike Montgomery.
Albert Almora will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 1, Albert Almora.
Left side. Longoria's got it. And a backhand try at first, but this throw gets right by him.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB. Nice infield single right there to keep the line moving.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
2-0 now. The 2-0 on the way. It is taken, ball 3. Jason Hayward would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
What a well-executed sinker right there. There's really nothing you can do with that pitch. You're either burying it into the ground or fouling it off your shin.
Out of the stretch, here's his 3-1 home. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over. 3-1 the final score this afternoon. The San Francisco Giants took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Johnny Cueto earns his 5th winner of the year. Yu Darvish pitched well, allowing only 2 earned.